So to my surprise, at E3, they actually did what we fucking wanted. They showed off new IPs. They actually showed off like
Quite a
six
few.
or seven of
I
them.
mean, it was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, much stuff I wasn't expecting. We were talked about Ghost Recon Wildlands. That wasn't expected. It's not a new IP, but it's a new game we didn't know. It's not part of the series before.
Yeah.
All right, fucking shut the fuck up. God damn it. So, one of the first ones that I saw, not really my type of game, but something I think is interesting, and I like the premise, is Unraveled. I believe that's a PS4 game? Or was it a Xbox One game?
I'm literally coming into this conversation blind. I've heard about it.
Okay.
Never really seen anything
So,
on it.
Yarn is coming back in a big way in gaming for some reason. You can almost fucking make that a genre because you're this little yarn dude, and as you walk, and it's physics, you have a string that comes off of you and keeps unraveling off of you. But you can use that string that's come off of you as a tool to swing, to pull over things. So the more you move, the more string you have. It's interesting. It's interesting. I definitely want to see more on it. I'm not much of a platformer guy, but it looks cool. Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, was another thing they showed off. They didn't really show off anything of it. I actually just had you watch the video for that. It's being made by Panache Games or Studios, whatever. It's the guy who originally made Assassin's Creed. He'd been talking about he's been wanting to make another history IP, and this is it. It looks like it's based off of human evolution. He himself has said that it's going to be a third-person action game, but he's not quite sure what it's going to be yet. I'm excited for it. The trailer is really cool. Like, not even as a video game trailer, but just as a video.
Yeah, it was neat, and I don't know if they're gonna, the way that they made it seem like is that you're not necessarily gonna time travel, but you're gonna maybe like jump ahead through time.
Yeah, almost like maybe things you do at this point will affect things later, and they'll kind of go through a timeline, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah, and it seemed, and it started like 1950, or no, it started at 2015, and it went all the way back to before present, like when we started to harness fire and shit, and stand on two feet.
Yeah,
so
really
I mean, there's
cool.
a lot of time in there to do some shit in.
I think it's something that hasn't really been tackled in games.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see.
Exactly.
Another game that I thought was really bizarre, but really fucking cool, as a guy who likes to create stuff, is Dreams, Media Molecule's new game. It's cool because you literally use like a brush and you paint things and it 3D animates them in a simple way, and then you can actually grab parts of their body and affect the way they move. And I guess you're going to be able to go through other people's things almost seamless, like dreams happen. And I just want to know how much fucking weed those guys smoke over Media Molecule, because all their games are really artsy and weird, like Sackboy or fucking Little Big Planet. Really, really weird platformer. It was cool. I'm really excited about that game. I want to play it. I think it looks really intuitive and looks super interesting. I love the fucking style of it too. It's super fucking
it's like
beautiful looking.
Yeah, it looks like a moving painting, which I thought was really cool. It seems really neat. I mean, they showed a few things, and it's obviously shit you can make in the game. But I'm just curious on like, is it just like what do you play?
See, here's the thing. I don't think it's a video game. I don't think it's a game. I think it's
just a creation tool.
I think it's a tool. I think it's a toy, and I really like that because we don't have games like Mario Paint or Sonic Paint anymore.
I was just gonna say that's bringing some Mario Paint back to the working man.
And I think they learned a lesson with Little Big Planet, because they put out that creation tool. People went fucking nuts with it.
Yeah.
So I think they're just kind of putting out another creation thing, and I'm really excited about that because that's my favorite aspect of games like that is making stuff. I love making maps of games. I love making characters. I love making stupid videos and fucking WWE games with fucking Brock Sampson. I just love making shit. So this game is right up my fucking alley, right up my ass. I fucking want it now. We'll get to that one in a sec. Ubisoft showed off a new IP. I had no idea it was coming out, and super fucking bizarre, in my opinion, but looks so fucking cool. A game called For Honor is a multiplayer game based around the premise of knights fighting Vikings, fighting samurai. And as much as you can try and wrap your head around the logic of that, the gameplay looks fucking cool.
It looked really neat. It looked like a mixture of like, almost like how Dynasty Warriors has generals and like the fodder. Because you see him like running through the fodder, just killing.
It's like a AAA Dynasty Warriors, but almost meets like Bushido Blade.
Yeah, because
Soul Calibur.
Then you get into like a weird duel with and it like actually it almost turns into a fighting game then.
Yeah.
And like with the right stick you're able to parry, so it was like almost like a
counter
weird rock paper scissors kind of like shit. Like where's he gonna fucking attack from?
And I like how other people can join the battle too. It shows multiple times that it's like 1 versus 1, 2 versus 1, 4 or 2 versus 2, and then they kill off one guy and it's 2 versus 1 again. It kind of changes the battle.
My biggest thing is I know, and I don't know if they can fix this or what. There's always going to be that one guy that's just going to sit off to the side, wait for one guy to get into a fight with another guy, and he's going to run up and just fucking slam him in the back.
Sure. I mean, they can't fix that, though.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just, fucking douchebag, get your own shit. Don't be trying to mop up my shit.
You're always going to have scavengers. It's just
society. I know. I just really hope they give a tool, not really a tool, but like a way for the guy that's going to get slammed in the back to defend himself.
Yeah.
And not,
But you notice, though, when they get near you, it turns into a different mode. So I don't think people are going to be able to run up and hit you.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to walk up to erupt you, and then they're going to get into fucking position, and it might have an awareness system telling you, like, arrows, like, oh, you got a guy over here now. And you can fight, because obviously the game is made so you can fight multiple people at once.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, that's just...
it's not chivalry. It's not like some guy's going to run behind and go...
And that's where most of my basis is coming from.
So we're going to throw a fucking tomahawk in your ass.
One thing about that game, though, there's only 3 factions.
Now?
Unless there's a lot of... Fair. But unless there's, like, a lot of classes, I'm going to get bored probably pretty fucking fast. Honestly.
Well, we'll see what kind of unlocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Some games don't have factions at all.
Yeah, It's just
every
like,
FPS, you're just
I
leveling one guy.
I think that Dynasty Warriors works, though, because there's shitloads of characters.
I don't think it's fair to compare the two, though, because it's not necessarily just Dynasty Warriors. It's a lot of ideas. I welcome this game because there's not enough melee combat games out there.
I fully agree.
We have indie-developed ones, right? We have low-end Japanese ones. This is like the first AAA fucking melee game I've seen.
Yeah.
I want to see where it goes. I want to see how they do it. They have this foundation to allow more types of warriors later in the game. I guarantee they're going to have DLC that introduces new people. Because there's no way they're just settling. I mean, you're going to see Spartans in this fucking game.
It's going to have to be.
This is Deadliest Warrior done on a fucking AAA budget.
Yeah.
And what we saw was early footage. You see popping in constantly, weird twitchy fucking animations and shit. But it already looks really good, and already looks better than like what Dynasty Warriors can offer in quality.
I fully agree.
I'm really excited for it. I'm not gonna fucking go nuts over it, but when we see more on it, I'm looking forward to that.
One thing I really want to research though, and like from when I first saw, is the knight carries the sword by the blade.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't use the haft of it or the fucking the handle. Like it's really weird, and then he swings it like that.
And I've actually seen stuff like that before.
Yeah, and like I just
like
think
at one point he
neat.
puts it on his arm and slides it forward. That's actually a technique that they would do.
Yeah, it's just I think it's
heavy.
It's just something that you don't see a whole lot.
That's the quality that you're going to see from Ubisoft, because we see two things we see from Ubisoft all the time is tactical games that are done better than almost anyone else aside from Arma. But also, they do a shit ton of historical stuff, and they do it really accurately. They really care about, even Assassin's Creed, they care about when you kill somebody, did that person actually die in history? And does it fit the time frame?
Yeah.
They're that fucking meticulous about detail. So, seeing that in that game, I'm like, as much as people fucking hate on Ubisoft because they do make mistakes, for sure, I come from back when they made just solid fucking games, and they still make pretty good games. They don't make horrible games, but they do come out with really cool ideas. It's I don't know. I really like Ubisoft, and I'm really excited for this game.
We'll just have to see where it goes. Because I'm not saying I'm not gonna fucking play it. I just feel like there's a few things that I've learned in playing other games like that which I think that since it turns into a fighting game, pretty much once you're close to other generals, we'll just see. We'll see where it goes.
And then finally, probably one of the biggest things for me this E3 is they showed off a game from Guerrilla Games. Is that what they're called? The guys who made Killzone. They have a new IP, and one thing about them before I get into that is ever since their inception, when they first made Killzone for the PS2, I remember seeing that game and going, holy shit, this game looks fucking good. It was one of the first immersive FPSs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Actually showed you fucking, like, you look at the gun and reload and stuff like that. It wasn't your average fucking shoot, like he'd actually, like, it, the amount of detail, like Ubisoft, they put in their games is fucking great. And then all the Killzones are great looking. They're not the best FPSs, but they are quality fucking games.
Yeah.
So to see these guys make a new IP, I'm like, this is a fucking capable ass company who can make some really cool shit. And I'm glad you don't see people who make successful games get to try new things. So it's really cool we're seeing people Ubisoft making For Honor. We're seeing Media Molecule getting to make this Dreams game. Like, we're actually past the point of 2008, the recession, where companies can allow their big companies to not just make sequels. So it's really cool to see Horizon Zero Dawn come out, because it is so fucking different.
Such a neat idea.
Than Killzone, but it's got that fucking quality.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited
about it.
I love the premise. I love that it's post, like, humanity.
Yeah, it's like, it comes back to that fucking, we kind of bombed our, it's like that whole theoretical, like, I don't know what weapons Albert Einstein said, I don't know what weapons World War III is going to be fought with, but World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones.
Exactly. And I feel like that's the premise.
Yeah, and it's like, modern humanity's gone, and it's almost like we're back to tribes. We are back to tribes.
But it's cool because it's tribes at a point where the basis of where they began came from a technological age. So, like, their weapons are basic, but also basic on a technological sense. And then also, they don't know why there's robot animals, but that's what they're used to. So even this culture and etiquette has been built off of that, where she kills a robot, and to us, we're like, it's fucking metal, whatever. But she's, like, apologizing to it and shit.
Yeah.
Because to her, there's meaning to that. And it's really cool to see that change in society.
Yeah, it was like they were almost like dinosaurs, and they had like weird, like they had like weird pack, pack AI, I guess is a good way to put it.
Well, and you also see like all the random ones running around. Then when the two T-Rex things fucking come in, they all run off and shit.
Yeah, it was like there was like established. It looked, I don't know. It's just like It's crazy to think that the wildlife's robots, like, and the whole thing, like, where she's like, sorry. It's like any hunter, like, would back in the day, thank the animal for its meat and thank the animal, and it was like that same kind of thing.
Yep.
And then the gameplay looked really cool.
That's actually what I want to talk about. Is she fights the T-Rex in the video, and it's not just a basic like fight where you're just going and it's like health just is going down.
Yeah,
you're dodging it. Like she actually uses like these tether things, arrows that are like Just Cause.
Yeah, that tethers it to the
where it's
ground.
like slowing it down, then it falls down. Shit. She gets a piece off it or something and fucking shoots it.
Yeah, she had like that. It was a tech arrow from like Turok or something like that. But it blew off a whole chunk of it.
And I loved watching the pieces fly off of it. But no, she picks up like a fucking gun off the ground.
It came off of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And she shoots him with it, which is really cool. And then I don't know, it looked cool. It wasn't just a basic ass fight.
And you didn't have a health bar, like it was like these things have a weak point, and you have to aim for those. because there's no other way a fucking arrow's gonna go through a steel skin of a fucking that big ass mean ass thing.
Yeah.
So it was such a neat. I'm excited for this game.
Oh yeah.
I want to see where it goes and
most anticipated new IP for me for sure.
Exactly. One thing they showed at E3 that I was really surprised they actually showed was No Man's Sky. Of course,
actual gameplay.
Yeah, of course, it's that huge mathematical equation. It's giant is a fucking small word for it.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's fucking huge.
It was very impressive what they showed.
The thing I was really happy about is they announced it, cool. Then they showed a very small video of it, of the flying around, which was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, like, what the fuck are they going to do with this? Like, the technology's dope. I'm so excited for that. But I'm like, are you just going to fly around from planet to planet and do basic shit? Like, my biggest concern, and I actually thought of this the other day, is Spore. Spore in concept was so fucking cool. Mm-hmm. And the creation tool was so fucking cool. But once you got past that, there was nothing there.
You think
I was blinded by the technology and not the substance.
It could go down the same road.
So I was worried about that. But then they actually showed gameplay. They showed shooting, dogfights. They explained that there are factions you could join in one small area of a fucking massive place. They really stressed that there are places people might never fucking see because it's that huge. And every individual planet has its own life, its own objectives. The concept is just fucking massive.
The most impressive thing to me was the scale, because he zoomed way out, picked another planet. First off, the fucking planets, there's so many of them, it was crazy. It's an unheard of concept. Like, there's games that are like, this game's fucking big. Not like this.
This is an example of technology jumping. So you have, like, fucking something that's like a gig, 20 gigs, and they jump to a terabyte. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no progression between making a city huge in a game to exploring a fucking universe.
Yeah.
Right? We don't even have a game out there yet where you can explore a full planet. Mm-hmm. And this game's jumping that.
Yeah, it's doing a planet plus whatever else.
Every planet.
Yeah.
Like all these planets.
When he flew in to the atmosphere of the planet, there's no load times.
Which also looks way fucking better than the original concept. Because I remember they showed him flying to a planet in the video in E3 or 2 ago. And it was like clouds, all cities on the ground. And that was impressive. I was like, that's fucking cool. Mm-hmm. But in this one, you actually see the atmosphere and the ground growing and shit. And I was like, wow, okay, it actually feels like you're flying into a planet now.
You're starting to see shit, form
really cool.
like landmarks and stuff. Mm-hmm. It had like a full... you could see underwater. Like, he went swimming and
there was fish, wildlife in the water. You can terraform, which is dope.
Yeah,
that's one thing I was really looking forward to.
Which means you
want to
can
know if
probably
you can build.
Crack planets.
Crack them?
Yeah, like upgrade your ship enough to where you can break planets.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I'm pretty excited for that.
I really don't want them to go to that route, though, to be honest. Because with the amount of fucking people in the universe, people are just going to go around destroying planets. Think about a planet you've been working on a long time, and some Star Destroyer shows up and fucking destroys it.
Yeah,
like, if that can happen, it needs to be a super fucking rare event that will be remembered.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, just some asshole going, well, I crafted the fucking Mega Laser, and this guy fucking, he's having fun there. Ooh, he's fucking gone. I'm gonna go do this one now. Ooh.
Am I thinking of the concept of the game is wrong?
What
I thought it was a single player experience.
No, it's multiplayer.
It's like an MMO?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Shit.
When you're going down on planets and hitting those beacons, you're sending that information out for everybody.
Oh. Man, I was reading into
planets
this
like secret and shit.
I was reading into this way differently.
No, it's not a single player game.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
The when people spawn, they spawn on a planet.
Just a random planet.
Yeah. And
that's
then you don't have a ship yet, and you fucking find the beacon and you put it out so people know. So there's like massive motherships flying around too in space. You can find them, and there'll be a shop. They'll have ships and items, stuff like that, weapons, stuff like that. You can put that out there and let people know there's a sale going on there, shit too. It's this whole community and communication based game of exploration. That's the point.
Reminds me of fucking. I mean, like almost a not a better, but more user-friendly Eve.
Well, that's what Chevy keeps calling it. He says it's just like Eve, and
I think there's more options.
I hope that it will allow the community to create the economy and create all that shit. I mean, there is so much fucking potential to this game that could be realized if they do things correctly. I'm just hoping that everybody's not just getting. If there's not a lot to do in the game, people are going to get bored and just start killing each other. I see this in DayZ all the fucking time. There wasn't vehicles, people just got bored and they're fucking killing each other. This game needs things to do, and I hope they allow plenty of things to do. But the thing is, I'm hoping it'll be easy to find friends, because this is a game I want to play with people. How fun would it be to be flying around in space with each other, get into dogfights, find a planet together that no one's ever found before, because there's that many planets in the game, and fly down on it and experience that world. I mean, it's literally, what was that fucking Starbound? It's Starbound.
Exactly.
It's a really, really fucking ambitious game, and it is absolutely multiplayer. That's the premise.
I was, okay, my...
He kept talking about the blowing up plants thing, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, but not really.
I just thought that was something that maybe you could do. It's just like, oh, I can break
No, if I was by myself, I would trust myself to go like, well, fuck this planet. But, like, I'm not going to blow my own planet. But I don't trust some fucking kid who's like, your mom's a fucking piece of shit. I fucked her last night. Flying around with a fucking mega laser to blow up planets.
Exactly.
The game is really cool. I just don't. I want it to be just everything that it can be. And I know that sounds self-entitled, and I know that sounds too ambitious, but they've set the fucking bar already. Like, if they can do that, they can do the things other games are already doing.
Yeah, building, I think, is something that
they need to have
from a basic shelter, from a basic shelter to like fucking buildings. Like, and I'm not talking like SimCity skyscrapers and shit.
That'd be cool.
I'm just talking like a few little
Imagine
huts.
flying to a planet though, and there's like a city there.
There's like
that
it's
people
like
are living in,
like a modern kind of thing. You
Yeah.
just fly. Oh fuck!
Like just spend the extra time to make building a thing, and it would make the game that much more. Because people are going to get creative. They're going to worry less about I got to go fucking kill people because I'm bored.
Can you worry or not worry? Imagine finding like dead cities.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fucking
Something
crazy.
got destroyed in a war or something like that?
Yeah,
Fucking
or
so cool.
somebody got bored and fucking just flew to other planets and they just have a fucking city they built.
The thing that I'm thinking about too is how freeform it is. You could start seeing like Eve have like actual alliances and people owning territories in space and planets. So you don't have to worry about people coming to your planet destroying it, because you might be living in this fucking section of a universe that now has an alliance that watches out for it.
Now has like a police.
Yeah, so someone fucking starts going on a planet, start causing ruckus. Everyone in that place is all aligned and might kill them. That would be fucking cool. Like, or you can't go into certain parts of space because you're part of a fucking certain faction.
Or this area is controlled by
could
fucking
be like
pirates. And you're like, you know what? Let's get a posse going and fucking destroy all these pirates. So then now this.
Or you
area
could
is
be those
free.
pirates and just
You could be
fucking
those
wreck
pirates.
people. Like,
Exactly.
The game.
Holy shit!
I want the game to be like Eve, and just offer what Eve does not.
Very organic.
First person walking around, exploring plants and shit. It would be so fucking cool. I really have high hopes for this game, but I'm trying to be reserved about it because I'm afraid that it's going to go the spore route and just be like, well, there's a planet, you fly on it, and then you get down there and you tag it, and everybody's like, oh, nice planet. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to shoot some shit, get some material to make my ship a little bit, and fly out of here because that's all you can do. And then you can shoot some animals. But, I mean, that would really be kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
It'd be cool for a little bit. I'm not even trying to downplay it. That would be, it's still a huge achievement. But I'm thinking about the long term.
Yeah,
the people who are going to play it are going to
less...
be the fucking space junkies who are like, well, I like flying in space.
That's less than a couple weeks worth of play for me.
Yeah, I would play that for a little bit.
Exploring
and I would love it. I would stop. I would play something else when it came out. Just Cause 3.
Yeah. But yeah, No Man's Sky. High hopes.
Hopefully it's fucking
hopes.
fucking awesome. Last Guardian. Now, in earlier videos I'd said before, just fucking tell us if it's coming out or not. I'm fucking down with it, blah, blah, blah. And it's weird because I maintain that mentality, but as soon as the fucking video started up, it was the first thing they showed at the Sony press conference. I was like, oh shit, they're actually going to show it. I'm so used to them just talking about it, but they actually showed it, and it looks fucking awesome. Like, I want that game still.
Yeah, it showed... That chicken puppy has a lot of fucking... Its personality, you can really see it.
I'm calling it now. They're gonna fucking kill that thing at the end. It's gonna be so fucking devastating. Everyone's gonna cry.
I really liked how, like, I don't know, it was so, like, everything in that world just feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah.
And that chicken puppy's just kind of just trying to fucking stay on shit that's solid.
Yeah, I feel like that world is like old ruins of a past civilization. That kid is maybe like one of the last people alive, and he happened to run into this random animal. We'll see. I'm not going to speculate too much, but it seems like they have like a connection of almost being isolated, so they don't have each other. But the world's like larger than life for sure, because that kid is just kind of running around in these vast, huge areas, and the dog, fucking puppy chicken thing, is I mean, he's almost the perfect size for it. Everything almost looks like it's meant for him.
Yeah.
When he's hanging off the thing, I was like, "Aren't you gonna fall like 20 feet to you? Like, you're just gonna hurt your ankle."
But my thing is obviously that dog has been around for quite some time, because I feel like that totem thing the kid pushes off, the dog wouldn't get fucking near it.
Well, I don't think it was a big enough area for him anyway.
I know, but the dog wouldn't the dog goes over to that piece.
What totem are you talking about?
You know that fucking big red wheel thing that the kid pushes off the train tracks? It falls off, and then the dog starts to act fine
He stays
again.
on the other side. You're just watching him.
No, but he was pissed that thing was even there. He wouldn't go near it.
I thought he was more so just cautious or upset that the kid was fucking around with something that could potentially hurt him. He starts fucking with it, everything's kind of shaking and shit.
The vibe that I got was that the dog hated that fucking thing.
Yeah, maybe.
And it was like, to me, it established kind of like maybe he was like considered like a monster, and this kid kind of, just it was like a weird like Frankenstein kind of thing. Like, he's not bad.
Maybe.
Just people made him bad, so they put up those things around so he wouldn't fucking leave that temple area. Or
that'd be interesting.
I mean, it's all just
Speculation.
what I got.
Yeah, and like I said, we don't know. I got out of it that the dog lives in this area with this kid already, and they're like climbing on shit all the time, and shit is obviously falling down as much as we saw it in the video already. So I'm assuming the fucking world is just kind of crumbling. So I think the dog is just more so concerned for the kid's well-being, because that's like essentially his owner, or at least his partner in crime. So that the kid is a child being mischievous. He's fucking pushing shit off, and it's crumbling and shit like that. The dog's like, fuck, he's gonna get hurt.
Stop fucking around with
Master,
shit.
Stop fucking breaking shit. You're gonna get hurt, blah, blah, blah. I really liked, my biggest concern is like the Duke Nukem thing. I was like, this game's been in development for so fucking long, 6 years, that it's gonna be left in the past. We're gonna play it, it's gonna be up-resed a little bit, it's gonna be cool, but we're gonna be like, that was a PS3 experience. But there were some things that surprised me. The part where we see in the beginning the kid jumps and he bites his shirt, I'm like, oh, that was neat. And then the second time they go to do that, I was like, he's gonna fucking get him again. But he misses him. He misses him, and it's like, oh shit, what's he like? For a split second, I was like, oh, what's he gonna do? I know they're not gonna kill the kid off, but I'm like, oh fuck, is he gonna fall down in a hole and the dog's gonna get him? But the dog's tail fucking flies under and he grabs it and swings it back up. I was like, that was really.
And then show the kid climbing on him, almost like
as it was moving. Yeah,
like that weird Shadow of Colossus,
which very much reminded me of that.
Yeah, and
it looks like Ico and fucking Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's
except
literally
Colossus
what it is.
is a pet that you have.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if there's gonna be like boss battles or something where you can use the dog thing against the thing, like you're climbing on it and jumping onto the other one or something like that. Kind of like a mixture, like I said, of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. There's so many questions I have for that game, which is coming out next year.
Yeah. I can't wait to see more about it.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I went from fucking being so pumped about it when it first was announced to just withering away interest, to not caring anymore, to I want it now, as soon as possible. Obviously, finish it. Don't release something that's unfinished, but I want it first day. I'm gonna buy it.
It's definitely been a roller coaster.
They made a huge announcement that fucking is probably been one of the biggest build-ups no one saw coming.
10 years.
They announced at E3 that they're actually going through with a Final Fantasy VII remake, not a HD up-resed version,
but an actual remake. They're going to craft it all over again. And this is fucking huge, huge news. I couldn't believe that they were doing it. I always said that Final Fantasy VII would be their trump card when they needed it, and in a sense they kind of do. But this is either going to make or break this company. Really fucking excited. I think everyone's really excited about this. Square actually said that they weren't going to make a Final Fantasy VII remake because they wanted to look to the future, not focus on their past to keep them afloat, which is admirable. At the same time, they've been fucking sinking for a while. Final Fantasy 14 saved them a little bit, but
I feel like the Final Fantasy series has been kind of floundering for quite some time.
I haven't liked Final Fantasy since 9.
The last one I played was 10, and I barely enjoyed that, to be honest. I know that's
the storyline of 10's cool. I just can't get into it because I don't like the characters. I don't like the fucking world. Everything's just not fun to be in.
Exactly.
11 and 14 aside, because they're MMOs.
I remember as a kid, like, my brother got 7 for the PlayStation, and he stayed the weekend at my dad's house. And him and I talked for like 2 hours one night on the phone. It was a weekend. He would have been back the next day.
Yeah.
But him and I talked for 2 hours on the phone about the fucking game.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't talked for 2 hours about a game on the phone to anybody except for that one fucking time. It was exciting then. It was game-changing then. It revolutionized RPGs for the modern time.
It revolutionized video games.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest revolutionary games in the PlayStation era was Metal Gear Solid and fucking Final Fantasy VII. They showed that games can be taken serious. And I know there's games before that have mature tones, but not like this. Not in a cinematic tone, not in a way that everybody, not just gamers, but everybody can relate to human, real storylines, loss, all that kind of shit. Final Fantasy VII, even if it's not your favorite Final Fantasy, this is the thing I keep saying. People are like, well, I want fucking 8. Even if it's not your favorite Final Fantasy, it is most people's. And I don't give a fuck if you feel like you're in this exclusive club. It is most people's, and most people, even if it's not your favorite, most people like it still too. It is highly regarded as one of the best fucking games of all time, for a reason. And it is really exciting to see essentially a masterpiece being re-realized. I think now is the perfect time. I know people want it for PS2, people want it for PS3. I think the PS4 has been, or consoles now, is the perfect amount of time to really get a really big upgrade.
Give it that Advent Children fucking.
Well, this is past Advent Children. I mean, the CG in the trailer is better than Advent Children's. I can't wait to see fucking the world of Final Fantasy VII in a new light, more detailed, better rendered characters. It's gonna be so fucking cool, and I hope they don't change a whole lot to the story.
I heard I heard a few things, like they're gonna change some plot lines.
Well, to make it fresh, but I know they're going to keep even like the cross-dressing part, which is awesome. I hope they don't change the combat too much, but I hope they make it a little fresh. But I hope they keep the materia system.
I hope they don't change it into Genesis, though. Or not Genesis. The one for PSP.
No. That's God. Yeah. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Like that weird Kingdom Hearts free.
I hope they don't do that either.
Like,
if they're gonna go action based, I think they should go 15's route because it actually feels good. But I really hope they just keep it at turn based.
Because to me that was part of the fucking the combat. I don't want them to go the 12, the 13, or the fucking 5th. The 15 route.
They need to not get too experimental with this game. They need to keep it the same. Up the graphics, up the quality of music. Just make it this grand experience that we can all go, this is fucking Final Fantasy VII, 2015, 2016, 17, whenever the fuck it comes out. But this is how we remember it, but this is just a newer version of it. And it looks great. It sounds great.
Or else they just wasted their remake.
Like I said, this will make or break this company. Because it will either be amazing and they are back. Square Enix for me is fucking back. They've been dead for a while. They made 14. 14 is pretty fun. 15 looks neat, but I still feel like it's a cop-out because it was originally supposed to be Versus, and now there's like 15 because they had nothing. this is it. Like, if they fuck this up, I'm like, you guys are fucked.
Yeah.
Because you just took your biggest fucking game ever, and you just squandered
And you
it.
tried to fucking
didn't
get
take it serious
experimental. Yeah, and like,
But if they do it, I'm gonna be like, fucking Square Enix is back. Their whole new organization, the way they're deciding to make games like that, is working.
mm-hmm.
They're making
just
good games
need to
again.
keep the formula there, just upgrade.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do what made you Square before Square Enix was such a fucking pivotal company, such a big deal. Like they made one of the greatest games of all time. Like fucking, and they had a golden age that was fucking great. And then they went with Square Enix. They started just making rehashed bullshit and just like, oh, you guys like characters with fucking cool hair and shit? Well, here's another game real fast. You guys liked Parasite Eve? Well, here's a shitty fucking version of it.
Here's a
For the
fucking
PSP or
guy
whatever.
with a chicken in his hair.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this game. I fucking hope it's the coolest thing ever. I hope they just make it as well as they can. They take it as serious as possible, take as much time as they need, because I did not expect this announcement. And yeah,
It gave me
we got
chills,
it.
man.
Dude,
Honestly.
me too. I remember watching it, right? And they're fucking like, this is a game people wanted for a while. And I'm like, oh, fuck, we hear that all the time. It's probably, Kingdom Hearts 3 or something. And then, like, it started up wherever. I'm like, well, this is kind of, like, mature and in tone. And, like, the colors even remind me of Final Fantasy 7 and shit. And it starts showing, like, gritty stuff. And I'm like, no, this isn't Final Fantasy 7. And then it starts going, and it shows a kid out in the park with a fucking sword, Cloud Sword. I'm just like, it's not. It can't be Final Fantasy 7. They wouldn't do that. They won't do that. And I'm like, this is just some other game, and they're paying homage. And then it starts showing fucking, like, huge, massive city, and fucking, like,
Midgar.
as soon as it showed the fucking slums, I was like, holy fuck, they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, it's actually happening. And then I saw the fucking Gatling gun.
Barrett's-
I got chills right
Barrett's
now thinking
Gatling
about
gun.
this
Yeah.
shit. I saw his Gatling gun, I was like, holy fuck, they're doing something with Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a remake, but they're doing something. And then I saw Cloud, I was like, ah! Just freaking out in my fucking head. And then it says fucking the whole thing about a reunion, and then it says remake. And I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they're doing it. And I texted Shelly instantly, because my brother's a huge Final Fantasy fan. I like some of them, but he loves them all. And I was like, dude, Final Fantasy 7 remake. And he was like, are you fucking with me? I'm like, no, it's happening, man. They have a video. He was like, they're not just like joking. I'm like, they made a whole fucking cinematic for this
Presentation, yeah.
This would be
it's-
the worst prank ever.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude, I
guys,
got
guess what
chills
we're
right now.
doing?
My heart's beating fast.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking, it's a big deal. It's so fucking cool.
This is the same. Okay, so I equate this as Abrams bringing back Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
It's
this
almost the
is Star
exact
Wars
same.
for
It's
consoles.
exactly. It's the same. Thing.
That's literally. I said that with my brother when we were talking about it. I was like, this is like. What somebody on Facebook was saying that they're excited for Fallout 4 and it's better than Final Fantasy 7. I can't see comparing those two things. I'm not even going to get into that argument because Fallout 4 is going to be fun. Final Fantasy 7. That's like comparing fucking John Wick or like Mad Max, which is fantastic, one of the best action movies ever made, to like The Godfather. You can't do it. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. One's a fucking masterpiece. It's well respected. The other one is a top-notch fucking amazing fucking action movie that people loved. I mean,
Yeah.
they're both great in their own regards. You can't compare the two. But yeah, it's a fucking big deal, and I'm really excited about it. And as you can tell, if it sucks, I'm gonna be fucking devastated.
I'm off that train.
Yeah,
That Square Enix train. That train's fucking crashing.
they fucking pulled the card. Use it well. If you fuck this
Yeah.
up, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, yeah.
hype
and
is up.
Like
It's out
we
there.
said, I always considered it to be like Square Enix is about to go just belly up, and then they're like, Final Fantasy 7 remake,
Yeah.
and then people will suck it up, and then they get enough money to fucking to rebuild again,
Mm-hmm.
which they would because people who don't even play video games played fucking Final Fantasy 7.
People who don't play video games know what Final Fantasy 7
Yeah,
is. They've
and
heard of Final Fantasy.
So they can't fuck this up. I don't really think they're in dire straits right now. But
no, they were. But
Oh,
Final
were they?
Fantasy 14 saved them.
Oh well, that's good news, I guess then.
So they're actually starting to make money. Oh, and the acquisition of Eidos. Eidos saved them too.
Deus Ex.
Eidos is the reason why fucking Square Enix exists right now.
Yeah.
That was the best thing they fucking ever did. And then they made 14. good because when it originally came out, it almost destroyed that company. It was such a failure.
Fucking shit game.
So now they're actually at a point where there's like, we're comfortable. This could get them back up.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
But it could also fucking destroy them. So
It could tank
it's a huge gamble. I'm glad they're taking it though, because if they nail it,
It's
we're all
gaming
gonna- we're all
Nirvana.
gonna be so fucking happy if it's
Gaming
good.
Nirvana.
No one's gonna bitch about a really good remake, except for those assholes who are like, I want a Final Fantasy VIII remake. Well, guess what? They said they want to do more after this. They want to do 5 and 6. I know everybody's gonna flip the fuck out if they do
Love
6.
those fucking games.
6. That's regarded as if it's not 7, it's 6 that people say are the best Final Fantasies. So yeah, if you're bitching about it's not the Final Fantasy you wanted, wait, they're gonna do it. If this is successful, give them your fucking money.
Yeah.
Because then they will make your fucking Final Fantasy VIII remake. So it's a good thing all around. People are just negative. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Final Fantasy VII, we're fucking pumped. And I think that's going to do it for Tasty Tuesday. We covered a lot of shit. This is a long episode.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, but this is a really good E3. It was really fucking cool to see those surprises that we were wanting. We haven't seen E3 like this in a long time. The last time I was surprised at E3 was when No Man's Sky was announced, and that was just one announcement. We got a bunch of fucking announcements.
Best E3 in years,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Super
We
cool.
covered before E3 has been kind of... It turned out to be not as cool as it used to be. But yeah, I had my heart pumped. I couldn't wait to get home and catch up on all the E3 news.
Yeah.
Every day. So I mean, it was exciting, fun, gaming, awesome.
It was a good year to be a gamer. That's gonna wrap it up for Taste Tuesday, though. Thank you for watching. We'll be doing our shows as regular this week. It's gonna be a little different because we're gonna be merging Game Vault and Just the Tip, but it'll be interesting. It'll be cool. We're also gonna be doing a new show that I been wanting to start. It's gonna be called Continued. It's gonna be a show where we just play games we played before. It's gonna be gameplay video, but it'll be fun. So until then, my name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
And thank you for watching Tasty Gaming.